Hello YouTube. What's up? This is the droid you're looking for. Anyway, got a couple of knives in front of me here. And one of them I've had for a long time. The other one's relatively new that I'm just about to do a review on. And one I just opened today. And I've been playing with it a little bit. This is a Schrade. And I don't know if any of you know Schrade. They make the old timer. They make a lot of other knives too. I'm sorry about the glare there. That's wicked bad glare. Wow. Okay, let's see if we can do this from an angle. It is model SCH302. And it's a honkin' blade. Now, this is an affordable blade. Anybody can buy it. I kind of have these other knives out here as a bit of a size comparison. This knife kind of makes me laugh, though. It's a bit of a hoot, really. I'm going to read a few lines of description here from Blade HQ's. That's where I got it from, and I'll put a link underneath. Blade HQ sells this knife. It says Schrade. It's a Schrade that is solid, sturdy, and perfectly sized. I'm not too sure about that. It features 9CR 18 MOV, which is high carbon stainless steel. It has a tanto blade, hollow grinds, plain cutting edge, all that's right, stainless steel frame lock handle in a checkered pattern, or not. You can have either or, and I'll show you that in a minute. Smooth back and outfitted with a tip down absolute joke of a pocket clip. Okay, I added that joke part. The blade and the handle are titanium coated stainless steel. Now I'm convinced it's titanium stainless, or it's titanium coated. It's the stainless steel part I'm not sure of. I'm thinking it might be more like the lead that, you know, the bad guys that don't like Superman use, because it is a brick. You're not going to believe how much this thing weighs. Anyway, one-handed opening is facilitated by a thumb stud, or the integrated flipper. Now, that's kind of, I'm not sure about that very much. Overall knife has a comfortable grip due to its ergonomically cut handle, smooth jimping, where the thumb naturally rests. Definitely a great knife for the price. That I absolutely agree with. Now, to give you a few dimensions on this thing. Open overall length is 8.75 inches. Okay, the blade length itself is 3.7, so that gives you a pretty good idea next to this Mannix 2 from Spyderco and the Kershaw Clash there. Is that the Clash? Oh, I can't remember what that is. Anyway, so that gives you a pretty good idea. Blade thickness, 0.2. That's big. That's pretty thick, and I'll show you that in a second. Closed, it's 5 inches. Alright, here's the big one. This knife, let me give you an idea. Okay, this knife here weighs a little over 5 ounces. Okay, and a lot of people are like, I would never carry that knife because it's so heavy, blah, blah, freaking blah. Okay, excellent knife, and it's got the 154 cm steel. So, that's in a class its own. This would be the next step. This has the 14C, the Sandvik 1428 NC. I think I got that wrong. Anyway, the all black. And I'll explain what those quadruple X's mean there when I review this knife. Excellent lockup. Okay, this thing weighs just under 5 ounces, my understanding. This knife, hold on a second. 10.7 ounces. So as I was thinking about, wow, 10.7 ounces, that's heavy. That could double as a boat anchor. And that's interesting I say boat anchor because the high concentration of chromium in this that's going to keep it from rusting out makes it actually a decent dive knife. At least that's what Schrade's going for. A pretty decent dive knife. That gives you the back side there. You've got the little Rick Hinder stop there. A really, really thick stock, which adds to that 600-pound weight. There are a couple things I've run into. I haven't broken it in yet, but it's not a one-handed close. Blade centering is like dead on. It's got a beautiful G10 backspacer. I don't know if you can see that. It's that layered G10 backspacer. It is a flipper, but I'll show you 2 ways of flipping it. That's one way, and that's not going to get you anywhere. Or, I like to tend on some of these heavy flippers. I'll grab the stud, grab that, and flick. And boy, that didn't work. Yeah, I still need to work this knife in a bit. So yeah, you could actually use it as a boat anchor. Maybe not a boat. Maybe you're tubing on the river and you need an anchor. Yeah, something like that. It is, in my eyes, it's a beautiful knife. I really think it's neat. The fit and finish, the detail on it. If you can get over that absolutely wastoid piece of crap pocket clip, that's junk. I don't know what they're doing here. If at the last minute they thought, man, this thing weighs 50 pounds. Maybe we can shave some weight right there. I don't know. Another thing I think they could have done that would have been, good lord, that would have been better would have been phosphor bronze bushings. That is not going on here. We got those nylon. Let's see if we can get this to focus. There we go. You can see the white nylon bushings that are in there. Lockup is really good, about 40%, almost 50%. You can see the fit and finish on this is really nice. The angles, I don't know if you can see the angles so that it's not such a hard edges on it. Real easy to clean. Pretty much flow through design. Not a lot of parts on it. And you know, it is sharp. I actually was able to do some cutting with it. Let's see if I can get that to go in on this video. Okay, this is what it came in. These are a couple, not even competitive options for the cost of this. Let me give you the cost of this, okay, at Blade HQ, first of all. This is a fun knife. This is not an EDC knife. It's not a I need to save weight and carry it in my backpack knife. It's none of those. This is a fun knife to just grab out, play with, and maybe even have in your car to brain somebody in self-defense, because you definitely could with 10 ounces of freaking steel. I don't know. It's a fun knife, though. I dig it. $28 shipped. Taxes, shipping, everything, $28. $22 plus their basic, Blade HQ's basic package deal. And it came fairly well packaged. It came packaged really nicely in this packaging. And, not give away my address here. And, it came packed inside of this as well. It also comes with this Taylor Brands. This is Taylor Brands, a sub-brand of Schrade, as I found when I got on their website. And it gives you some warranty information and whatnot in the little box that it came with. But overall, when I first opened this knife, I thought, oh man, this is just a beast. And you know, it really is in keeping with a lot of the. Focus it back in there. It really is keeping in line with a lot of the custom blades that are out right now. I mean, the Browse blades and anything Tough Thumbs does is big and bulky. I mean, you can just see it by how wide this sucker is. And a good comparison. You know, this is a big knife. This Mannix is, and this is just dwarfed by this other one. It really is. And you can really see, really dwarfed by this one. Yeah. See if I can do this without looking too mentally handicapped. I mean, you just see it. Oh, there's just tons of weight. There's twice as much weight, literally twice as much. So these two knives here, we'll put it in perspective right before we let you go here. These two knives here weigh the same as this knife right here. Little sticky too. That's what I was going to talk about. So that's it. That is the Schrade. That is a really, really fun knife to play with. Not real practical, but buy it at Blade HQ. Blade HQ is the bomb. Ben's the bomb. Knives are great. Peace.